Well, hey guys, it's Sunday afternoon about 3:30. We've had torrential rains, and now I'm planning on thunderstorms with high winds coming in for the next 3 days. So I figured I better shoot this now, and got canceled last night. It was, it was pretty bad. As you can see, the box bandit showed up again. I'll take care of it. And it's week number 4 on the job. I'm getting more comfortable. Things are starting to run a little smoother. With any job that you start, it's kind of like being in a family. Brothers and sisters, if you have one or the other, you're never going to get along all the time. There's always going to be something. But if you nip it in the bud right when it happens, smooth sailing after that. So I've had to do that on only 2 occasions. Everybody else now sees that I don't put up with any crap. And if you're not gonna work well with me, then I'm gonna make your life a living nightmare. In a sense, I'm not that kind of person, but I will put my point across. And you're not going to talk to me like a POS, and that's the end of that story. Everything's working fine. Once I had my word out with the guy that pissed me off, he's overly nice to me now, so it's kind of sickening. But the problem is, he is my boss, but when somebody comes to the desk and asks for a coupling for 2 different size hoses, I said, no, you need a 5/8 or a 3/8 compression fitting. I know exactly where it is. Or, my wife bought a fart fan, I don't know how to exhaust it. Boom, let me take you over there and show you. You know, I need thin set. I'm not sure which one to get. I said, well, what size tiles are they? Well, they're 12 by 18. I said, you gotta use thin set, can't use mastic. Because tiles that large, when they get heated, cup, they crown in the middle. You gotta use thin set for 90% adhesion. He doesn't know any of that. Come to find out, he was a manager of the produce department at Walmart. How the hell did he get ahead of me? That's only 4 weeks in. We'll see what plays out. Let me throw my little wood scrap. And we got to get to these boxes. So everything's going okay. I'm getting more comfortable, like I said. Not getting a lot done on the project because I realized once I got paid, between the Social Security, the taxes, state tax, and Medicare, they take $355 out of me. Now, I gotta have insurance to work in the state of North Carolina. That's gonna be another $65. I don't know if it's going to be 65 or 130 a paycheck. Don't know. However, I got it. That's how I'm going to learn how to budget. Whatever I get, I can budget from there. And it's not as much as I thought it would, but it's okay. It's doable. I just got to pay off a couple things and get back on top of the game, and then I'll be in charge. Wait, because I can't retire until September of next year, if I choose to do so. And it's still less money than what I make now. So we'll see how it plays out. You might be wondering why I cut my hair. Okay, here's a good story. I'm off Sunday and Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I decided I'm going to cut my hair, my nails. I'm going to do, because it was, drizzling outside. And the antiquated equipment that I have finally failed, started smoking in my hand, and it caught fire and singed this part of my head. I said, well, what am I going to do now? I had to shave my head in order to make everything the same length. So it's summertime, it's not a problem. It's not really the look I was going for. But ironically enough, that's the way it ended up. Things happen. You gotta readjust. But I'm really starting to love the job. The one-on-one with my customers, and they know now, they know my name firsthand. They come in and ask for me, because I will leave that pro desk and walk them to the area what they need, find what they need, get it, and give them a 5% discount. They love me. So that's working out fine. But it doesn't hurt my overall budget, because month to date, we're at 1.9 million sales through the pro desk. Now, I don't get a budget that I can't work with. But I do get a sales report every month. Now, every quarter, if we exceed sales from their preconceived idea, we get a bonus check once every 3 months. Right now, we've exceeded that. On Saturdays, it's kind of like a crapshoot. I never know what I'm going to do. And I say that because one of my top spenders, he spent $539,000 with us. The cabinet company delivered all his cabinets but one, because it wouldn't fit on their truck. I was like, you know what, Keith? Don't worry about it. I'll have it here by 3:30. He goes, how the hell are you going to do that? I said, be here at 3:30. I'll have it. I jumped in my truck. I drove over to Hickory. I picked up the cabinet. I drove it back. I was there at 3:23. Put it on there. Put a label on it. And when he showed up at 3:30, he goes, I don't know how the hell you did it, but I appreciate you, man. And I'm going to keep you in mind. Because let's face it, he's going to need a project manager at some point in time. There's a method to my madness. You gotta think. You gotta think on your feet. Sacrifice now, get the benefits later. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not guaranteeing anything, and I'm not thinking that way, like I'm gonna just win. But it's easier to win if and when it happens, when you're doing the right thing all the time. But my weight loss has slowed down a little bit, and it's unfortunate because I don't have a lot of variables for lunch, and I'm slacking in the mornings with the right configuration, because let's face it, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm not hungry. And I've got to expel everything before I start working at 7, because I don't have a break or get off my feet for 4 hours. Get at lunch, and then 4 hours. So it's high. It's a very high physical movement situation. You're always doing something to keep the ball rolling. Got to make the orders. I got 3 great salespeople that do all the orders, so I don't have to do it. But I got to jump on that register if we get more than 3 people behind, and start talking to them and get friendly with them so they come see me. I want my sales to go up, and it's working. I don't know. I think I'm getting not only acclimated, but I'm getting a little younger. I'm feeling the vibrance coming back. I've got a lot of energy. I can do this job without a problem. The only situation still is the feet ache at 3 o'clock. I've got to find the right shoes. Can't do it right now. Gonna have to wait a little bit because once I found out how much I make a month, every 2 weeks, it's gonna take me a couple paychecks before I could spend the correct amount of money. You've got to remember, a good pair of shoes, steel-toed boots, Wolverine, that have the cushion and the soft sole that you need is probably $168. Now, having said that, I got to find out what it's going to cost me after a couple of paychecks, because now the insurance is going to come out and I got to see what the result is. My property payment went back up to $582. I got property taxes coming up in the next 2 weeks, and I still got to pay Stefan back, for the botched survey and deposit on the property. So there's a couple of, and in American Express, I had to use it a couple times, so that's back up to $7,000. Got to get these things paid off first. Once the smoke clears and I get everybody under control again, I can start saving $500 a paycheck. Start planning for the crush and run. And on Saturday, the previous Saturday, I had to do a delivery because there was no one to help this poor guy. And I met a guy that runs a quarry who can get me the crush and run non-spec that I like for $11 a ton. So I think I might have told you that. It's, every day, every step, I'm meeting the right guys. I'm meeting the right people, the right contractors when I want to build my house. And I want to do a log cabin. So there's only a handful of guys locally that can handle that. Not guys that, just build from Lowe's. These guys got to be creative and have a team. I prefer the Amish because they do a great job, but we'll see how it plays out. Last but not least, I need to refinance this whole shooting match. I'm at 7.22. I need to get it down to 3%. To bring my payment down and get electric and water up here with the balance. So these are the things that are in play. This is what we're working on. Me. I say we a lot, but this is what I'm working on. And I'm not touching the deck or building any more until the lumber prices come back down to something reasonable with the pay scale that I have right now. So the rains are coming in. I got 2 warnings on my phone. It looks like blue skies now, but it could change in 30 minutes. But I'm happy and healthy. I'm feeling great. I got a decent job, and I do well at it because I'm a people person and I can talk. So we'll see how it plays out. Right now, everything's fine. I don't see any problems. I just got to lock and load, do a good job. I don't care if I get any of these little badges or any of that bullshit. What I care about is a steady paycheck, getting everything under control, getting back to building, getting the driveway done and my road done. After that, electric and water. And I could, because I had to go get water today. Luckily, Stefan is really good. He owes me big time for helping him pick up his motorcycle the last 5 times he dropped it. And I had to go and pick it up for him. But he'll let me borrow his lawnmower, he'll let me borrow his chainsaw, he'll let me borrow. and he'll pay me to watch his animals when he disappears. And it's only a two-stop shop. 5:30, I feed the animals. 4:30, I come home and I feed the animals. It's a no-brainer. We'll see how much he wants to pay me for that. But that's going to be it for the fire. Everything's wet. Even if I stoke it, I don't think we're going to get much out of it. But that's by and large brings you up to date. It's going to be raining for the next 3 to 4 days straight. So we'll see what next weekend looks like, if I could do a video or not. Because now, as it starts to cool off and get ready for September, we're going to get a lot of rain and the bugs are going to come back. So I'm going to have to bite the bullet at least an hour a night and start sealing this place off with Flex Seal tape, whatever I can get my hands on, so they don't come in the house. So I hope everybody is happy and healthy. I'm doing great. I feel great. And you know, let's try to be as positive as we can. You know, you see all these people on YouTube telling you, oh yeah, you're gonna get a stimulus check, July, August, September, every month, and nothing happens. You can't believe those clowns. It's hyperbole for them to get people to watch them on YouTube. And I don't watch them. I just laugh at them because Nancy Pelosi's 81 years old, and everybody around her is pretty close. They're not going to get anything done fast. So, if it happens, great. Don't count on it. Count on yourself. Go get a job, even if it's not what you want. Get the money rolling. You can always graduate to another job, then another job, and then your dream job. Don't wait. Do it now. Action now. And start buying some gold and silver, even if it's a coin at a time. I sold a bunch of silver at $28. Now it's down to $23. Now it's time to buy. So, $23. You get a coin. Could go up to $300. We don't know. Chances are, yeah. Have a good night, guys. It's Sunday. I gotta go make dinner, take a shower, get cleaned up, and start another week. And it should be getting better all the time. So we'll talk to you next week.